Alrighty, there it is. It's all ready to go onto the Little Manistee River right over here. I'll give you a look at it here in just a second. Man, I can't believe how bad the bugs are. The only thing that's not on here is my backpack. I'm gonna carry that with me in the truck and bring it back with me when my shuttle drops me off. All right, here it is, folks. Look how small this river is. Wow. I know for the first few miles there's gonna be a lot of debris, possible blowdowns, log jams. That is crystal clear, sandy, rocky bottom Michigan River right there. Believe it or not, it's like 3 foot deep right here. Look how little and intimate and small this river is. This is my type of river. Cannot wait to get on the water and get this thing started. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. It's mid-60s and not a cloud in the sky. Perfect. Okay, we are currently on North Peacock Trail. The river is right there in between those two shadows and that dip. And there's a little access road to the left right here called Spencer Bridge Access Site. About a quarter mile down that trail is the put in to the river. There's a little set of steps there. And that's where my adventure will begin. Here we are, folks. Harina Canoe and Kayak Rental. All right, let's go see what Jim's up to. Well, hey, Jim.
How you doing?
You knew I'd walk in with a camera, right?
I figured. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Back here at Harina Canoe and Kayak with the owner, Jim.
Hey, got a beautiful fall day.
Oh, man, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is the owner of Harina Canoe and Kayak Rental. Family-owned and operated business for over 40 years. If you need a spot or a shuttle anywhere on the Pine River, this is the man that will take care of you. I think I got it.
Alrighty.
Woo, that water's cold. A little colder than Ohio water. Holy moly. Thanks, Doug.
You have a beautiful time, and
Thank you.
look forward to seeing it in the near future.
Yeah, hopefully you won't be getting a call from me tomorrow stuck on the river somewhere.
All right, have a great time.
Yeah,
Pleasure
thank you.
meeting you, sir.
You too. Here we go, the Little Manistee River. Woohoo! Just getting started here on the Little Manistee. Look at that blue sky. Look at the leaves starting to change. Today is October 1st, and in my book, this feels like the official first day of autumn. But fortunately, it's 68 degrees today, so it feels very pleasant. But we got some low 40s coming tonight. It's gonna be chilly. I just love these small, narrow, twisty rivers, just slightly bigger than a creek. That's so exciting. I just hope I have not bit off more than I can chew with debris and blowdowns up ahead. I know I'm gonna have some blowdown encounters. So far, so good. Wow, look at this. That is tight. Woo! All right, on this trip, I put in at Spencer Bridge, which is on North Peacock. Holy moly, you should see the freaking fish in here. Oh my gosh. There are trout or salmon. I think it's salmon. I don't know what they are. They're huge. They're 2 feet long. So that means that the weir, the fishing weir, must be open. I see fish everywhere. Holy moly. I'm gonna have to turn this around, show you guys these fish. So on this trip, I put in at Spencer Bridge. Freaking massive fish everywhere. Oh, I gotta do another take. All right, finally settled in here on the Little Manistee River, getting a little feel for what it's gonna be like. Lots of twists and turns. I think this is my 5th take on doing some kind of intro about where I started. So I got a little straight spot here. Let's see if we can get it done real quick. I put in at Spencer Bridge on North Peacock Trail, and I don't know how many miles I got. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be close to 40, give or take. It's 2 o'clock now, so I put in about 1:30. I haven't got anything done but turning. Constantly turning and navigating debris in the river. But you know what? It's fun. And I haven't had to get out yet, so it's okay with me. This is what I wanted, and this is what I expected. It's beautiful. Very peaceful. Lots of little narrow passages like this. A big fish right in front of me. Probably didn't see that. Too much sun glare. I believe trout fishing season ended yesterday. I don't think these are trout though. These are massive salmon. I don't know if they're in season. If I had a net with me, I could almost scoop some of these things up. Yes, it is warm enough to take my shirt off. Very comfortable, 68 degrees. But the water is freezing. I just got out to get some water for filtering. Oh, and it's cold. I mean, this water feels like it must be 50 degrees. I don't think there's gonna be a rope swing happening on this river. So I'm only 1 mile in, but I'm already noticing the river getting just slightly wider and less debris. So I'm guessing we're getting close to the next put-in public access site. It's called Indian Bridge. I believe it's Indian Bridge on Irons Road. Could be North Irons Road. So far, this is nothing like the Little Miami River. I mean, this is a nice calm spot right here and a little bit of a straightaway. So that's why I turned the camera on. It's been almost impossible to film anything, but it's not near as rocky as the Pine River, and obviously much, much smaller than the Big Manistee River. My gosh, this is phenomenal. Look at those colors up ahead. Things are starting to turn. If you guys know me, you know how much I love finding a good campsite along the river. So we're at 2 o'clock now. Man, I wish I could just grab the camera and show you this massive fish. Too much glare on the water. It's 2 o'clock. I'm thinking about looking for camp maybe at 5. And then start getting real serious about 5:30. And by 6, I want to be off the water at the very latest. I want to enjoy camp for an hour before it starts getting dark. So that is the plan. But you know how my plans usually work out. It'll be desperation camp time. It'll be 6:30 or 7 and getting dark on me. I want to find a nice campsite in the pines tonight. I keep seeing pine trees like those in front of you. The problem is there's a lot of steep banks. I haven't seen anything really conducive yet to camping. If I had to camp right now, it would be very tough. But that's what I want to find. Something up there in the pines like that. This fish just released a white cloud. He was riding some ripples right beside me. I thought he was caught. It looked like his nose was dug into the bed of the river. And he was just swimming there, and all of a sudden, he fluttered real hard, and a big cloud of white, a white cloud, almost like ink from an octopus, but white, came out from him, and then he took off. I bet he was fertilizing eggs. How's it going, guys? Did you guys launch that from Spencer Bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I started. Man, that has got to be a tight squeeze for that thing. At least in a couple spots.
It's all in a day. It's all in a day.
What kind of fish are out here I keep seeing?
Salmon.
Okay.
Salmon.
Man, there's a bunch of them in there.
Where are you from?
What's that?
Where are you from?
Ohio. Yeah, I'm just coming to thru-paddle the entire Little Manistee out to Lake Michigan.
Nice. You going out to Lake Michigan?
Yep.
Wow.
So are you guys allowed to fish for those salmon right now, or is it out of season?
No, it's in season.
Oh, is it? Okay. Cool. Well, good luck. A little town called Bell Fountain. It's about an hour northwest of Columbus.
Yeah, I know. I went to high school in Columbus.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Small world? Yeah. Bellefontaine. So those fish I keep seeing are king salmon, as you just heard. And I have seen probably 50 or 75 of them things. Enough to feed an army. They are everywhere. If I would have known that king salmon were going to be this abundant up here, I would have brought some kind of fishing pole or something. I could have been eating real good tonight. I could have had sashimi. Guys, there is a herd, a flock of eagles in front of me. There's a whole bunch of young ones and a bunch of adults just flew off. There's a couple of the young ones up in that tree. Oh gosh! Oh man, I about got a kink in my neck from that salmon scaring me so bad. I thought he was gonna jump in the boat. There's a salmon right there in that ripple. There's a whole bunch of them right there. You see them? Look at that thing. Crap. This might be the longest straight stretch I've had. And 4 miles. Ah, and I hear civilization. There's a house. I'm gonna guess we're coming up on Irons Road. Indian Bridge. Whew, I can smell the creosote. Wow. Michigan kayaking. It's hard to beat. I'm about ready to club one of them king salmon so I can have some sashimi. Check this out. That's definitely something you don't see every day. Those of you who are familiar with the Little Manistee River, let me know in the comments what this is. Is this an old bridge? Is there a footpath up there? Is there an ATV trail? What is that? Oh man, look out! Ah! Debris all over me. Spiders. I mean, it's all trimmed out. I've only had to get out of the kayak once in 5.5 miles, so, and it was probably a fresh blowdown, so it's actually been mostly clear, but definitely some tight passages in some areas. Not too much relaxing on this river. You gotta be on it. I put my head back for 1 second and it's like, look out! Non-stop turning, straightening and correcting your path, and hitting things like this. I like it. A very windy river. So if you're interested in doing a river with lots of twists and turns and debris fields, not that you have to get out for, but you have to navigate around, then this is the river for you. So I have a book that's called Canoe Michigan or something like that, Michigan Rivers, and they had mentioned that there was a lot of blowdowns and debris fields to navigate around on the Little Manistee River, especially up as far as I started. So if these blowdowns weren't cut out of the way, which was years ago, because I can tell because the cuts are very old looking, I'd be getting out of my kayak probably every quarter mile to climb up over a tree. So there is definitely somebody going down through this river keeping it passable, which is nice because it would be a miserable experience if I had to get out and climb over all this debris 50 times by now probably. That is a set of stairs. My goodness. Another grand set of steps. Wow. But that is a beautiful cabin up there. Well, this is pretty cool. Which one do I choose? I think we'll go down the center. I hope it's the right one. Woo! Wow! I chose a good one. I've been going by a lot of cottages, houses, cabins, kind of a residential area, and I smell campfire smoke. Just give me the pitch. Camp setup. okay. It's okay. I'm currently just over 8 miles in. We just passed Johnson Road, which is one of the roads I consider starting at. That was where the 3 culverts that went under the road were at. Hello. They got their own little steel I-beam footbridge across the river. That is awesome. A couple dogs up there. Beautiful. Beautiful place you got.
Thank you. Day.
Oh, it sure is. Uh-oh. It's okay, boy. Man, that's like a coon hound. Come here, boy. Oh, it's nice to have river water that doesn't actually taste like a river. Whew. It's some bright sun right now, but we're about an hour and a half away from that sun going behind the tree line and the ridge line. Well, there's not much of a ridge line up here, but definitely down below the trees, and there's not going to be much warmth and sun here soon. So I'm starting to think about looking for a campsite. It's we're at 9 miles, and I originally had planned to look for a camp around mile 10. So it's time to start looking. And maybe I think we're just now getting away from all the cabins and houses and trailers and shacks, cottages. As I say that, there's another one coming. So it might be a little difficult to find a place to stealth camp with all these this residential stuff around here. You never know when you're going to see one. You think you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you go around a turn, and all of a sudden there's a house there. So I'm not sure what to think. I think I'm getting pretty close to. Whoa! Look out! I think I'm getting pretty close to like a recreation area. I'm not sure there's camping there. That might be something to consider. And I know the campground, Bear Track Campground, I don't know how far away that is. If it's only a couple miles away, I'm going to go for Bear Track. People sure like their footbridges. Man, beautiful pieces of property out here. Going by cabin after cabin. Up on the banks. So I've been seeing people on the banks at their cabins or out fishing probably every half mile to a mile. So I'm hopeful I'm going to see one more person so I can ask where I'm at. There's no cell service out here. I haven't had cell service for 2 hours. And for some reason my Gaia app is not pulling up a picture of the map, so I don't know where I'm at. Now about 2 miles ago at mile 8, I'm only at 9.3. So at mile 8, someone told me I just passed Johnson Road. That was where the culverts were. Those 3 culverts. I need to know how far 10.5 mile road is beyond Johnson Road. Because after I go by 10.5 mile road, I'm really close to Bear Track Campground. But if I find out that's a ways off, then I'm just going to stop here soon because it's about 5 o'clock. Time to start looking for a camp. I'm getting hungry. Check out those pristine white birch trees. Wow, those are beautiful. I grew up with one of those in my front yard, and it was home base on our kickball field in our front yard. Oh wow, an absolutely gorgeous 100-yard stretch of full sunshine. Amazing. It makes a glare on the water so bad that I can't even see where I'm going. I can't tell if there's any. Holy moly. I've had so many things scare the crap out of me on this river. Between king salmon and ducks and dogs. My goodness. Take a deep breath and relax and soak in this beautiful blue sky with not a cloud to be seen. Full sunshine. I can tell it's starting to cool down, so that's why I'm trying to soak in every moment of the sun that I have while I got it. Because pretty soon it's going to get dark and cold. So many amazing cabins along the river. And we're at almost 10.5 miles. It's time to get serious about camp. We're going to continue on just a little bit further. We've got time. A lot of sunlight left, but it is going to go quick, especially by the time I get camp set up and get a fire going. I just want to find a nice spot to get out. I don't care if it's on river right or left. I just don't want to have to climb up a steep bank. Well, I thought I had found a place to camp. It was at 5:30. I actually pulled the kayak out onto the bank. Firewood everywhere, perfect hanging trees. And then I started looking around me and realizing there was private property all around me. There was a trail near me with footprints on it. I'm not going to camp near that either. Good night. So it's 5:45, mile 11. I need to find a place to camp soon. I really noticed it cooling off too. I mean, it's still comfortable. Probably 60. Great camping weather. Not great for getting your feet. That's for sure. So when I got out back there, I was able to keep my feet dry. Because it takes a while for them to warm back up once they get wet. This water is cold. I kid you not, it's in the 50s. It feels like 50. It might be 49. It is cold. Beautiful little property right on the river. Man, that is nice. I hear people up there talking. Whoa, check out that property. My goodness. Like $1 million home on the river. Well, I have a little bit of unfortunate news. I just passed 3 gentlemen back there cooking out on the bank at their house, or their cabin on the river. And I asked them how far away I was from 10 Mile Bridge, and they said quite a ways. They said I'm coming up on DeWitt or Fox. I can't remember now. And then I asked them, is it private property on both sides of the river for quite a ways? And they said yes. So that is not good. I cannot get away from private property. Everywhere I turn, I think I'm in a good spot, and then I look a little closer and there's a house. So it looks like I got a good spot right here. I guarantee it's private property, but I'm coming up on 6 o'clock. Gotta find somewhere to camp here soon. Finally, possibly some good news. I just ran into 3 fishermen back here. Look like college-age kids. And I asked them if they know of any areas along here that's not private land. And they said Fox Bridge coming up. I don't know how far it is, but they said it's way sooner than 10.5 Mile Bridge and Bear Track Campground. They said there's some public land coming up near Fox Bridge where there's a canoe area where you're allowed to camp. So I don't know how far away it is, and I'm running out of time. But that may be our only option. So keep our eyes peeled. All right, just spoke to 3 more fishermen. A lot of people out fishing right now. I am in public lands, so we are on the lookout for a campsite. Once I get to this bridge, we're back into private lands, he said. So I need to find something ASAP. We're looking real hard now because it is 6 o'clock. All right, I just got off the river. There's a bridge right here on a road. I don't like that, but I'm kind of out of choices now. It's a little dock here. That was not easy to get out. But I see a sign up here. Let's go check this out. I don't know if this is like a rec area or what this is, but this might be home tonight. Well, here's the sign that I was wanting to see. I don't know what this place is. It doesn't say. Across the road, there's a picnic tables and a fire pit. I don't know what this is. I thought this was a church, but it says Elk Township Hall. So I don't know what to make of this. But look at this beautiful area here, man. I would love to stay here. Hey, we got a portage on. Well, I don't know exactly where we're at. I don't know what this place is, but the sun is going down behind the trees. And this is going to be home tonight, somewhere down here by the river. All right, got some fresh river water to boil here. Since I am in a just a rec area, not a camping area, I'm not going to start a fire. I'm just going to boil some water and make a mountain house tonight. All right, I need 13.5 ounces of water boiled for my chicken teriyaki. Oh boy. It's not what I wanted tonight. I had a delicious meal ready to cook tonight. Fortunately, I still have ice in my cooler. We'll cook it tomorrow. I was gonna bring my canister stove. I forgot to buy fuel when I was at Walmart, so I brought the old cat can stove for this one. Oh yeah, get a roaring boil. I use a little SOS pad, some kind of little sponge scrubber thing, if I ever need to clean my pot out, but it's also great for grabbing a hot pot. Man, I am so hungry. Like I said, this is not what I wanted tonight. I have some great food to cook. So tomorrow we will definitely find a good campsite with a campfire and some good cooking long before the end of the day. We'll shoot for 5 o'clock. All right, we'll seal this up and I will be eating here in about 10 or 15 minutes. There we go. I'm not very happy with this site selection. Traffic right here behind me going across this bridge. That's gonna be pretty annoying all night. But at least I have this beautiful river right beside me and some hot food. Now as you can see, I got my puffy on. It's getting chilly. I feel like it's in the low 50s already. Oh man, it's good. I made it just a hair too soupy. Well, I had a great first day on the water. 13.5 miles with about 5 hours of paddling. The water is not going quite as fast as I thought it would be. But I'm kind of glad, because it would have been pretty treacherous in some areas if it would have been faster water. Now I know the faster water is coming. This river has 12 feet per mile of drop coming up. We're only like a third of that right now, so we're going to have some fast sections coming, probably later on tomorrow. But tomorrow we're going to stop early, 4 or 5 o'clock, hopefully, and get a good camp set up, get a nice big fire started with lots of firewood and lots of good cooking, so stay tuned for that. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to crawl in my hammock, hopefully get a good night's sleep, hopefully the traffic doesn't keep me up all night, and hit this river hard tomorrow for another big day. It's going to be beautiful weather, so that'll be good. See you in the morning. In the next episode, after a great night of sleep right next to the river, I broke camp and enjoyed some breakfast with some pretty nice views before getting back on the water. The morning began a little bit on the cold side. So it's pretty chilly this morning. As you can see, I have my hat and gloves on. But it was shaping up to be another picture-perfect fall day to be on the water in Michigan. Wow. Now, if that is not quintessential Michigan river right there, I don't know what is. On this day, I got to experience some faster moving sections of water, which was really fun, and get up close and personal with some king salmon, and saw lots of waterfowl during my nearly 25 miles of paddling. Eventually, I came to the DNR fishing weir, where eggs are collected to send to the hatcheries. So I guess the salmon swim up that. After passing through the weir, I was losing daylight quickly and desperately searching for a campsite. You know, this time of year, it gets dark early. Got about a good hour and a half left. What a relief it was to finally find a decent place to camp, cook some good dinner over the fire, and enjoy the evening overlooking the beautiful Little Manistee River, all while anticipating the conclusion of my trip into the clear waters of Lake Michigan.